All right. Hey, Jeff. Morning. Mark Doyle, good morning. How's everybody? Oh my, it's going to be a slow day, it looks like. Good morning, James. How are you, sir? Oh, Jim Schultz. Good morning to you. John Marlin. Here we go. Now we're picking up some pace here. Good morning and thanks for joining. Hope everybody's having a good Friday so far. Actually, it's probably only Friday for me. The rest of you, Tuesday for me. The rest of you, it's Monday night. Robert Dyer. Good morning to you, sir. How are you? Ah, beer brats. Very nice. Mike Foodie, good morning. How are you, sir? Magandango Maga from Ontario. Chemical agent in Bataan. Another interesting place I'd like to check out sometime. Bataan. Well, John, you can drive here. There's a couple of different things. If you're in the Philippines on a balikbayan visa, the license from your home country is good for the entire time you're on that visa. So, balikbayan, just a second, that's Maddie. Come on. Maddie likes air conditioning just like everybody else. So again, if you're here on a balikbayan, you don't need to worry about getting a license. Your American license, European license, whatever you've got, is good for as long as you're on your visa. Now, if you're here on a tourist visa, you may not be able to get a license because you are required to have a 1-year visa now as a foreigner to get a Philippines driver's license. So in my case, Melanie and I left the country. We went to Thailand. We flew back in to Philippines, and the very next day I went to the LTO office. Now, granted, I was 1 day short on the 1-year visa, but they still granted me the license. And there's some LTO offices that won't care about you having a 1-year visa, but that is a new rule in the Philippines. Doesn't mean that the LTO office you go to will enforce that, because as we all know, enforcement's very selective here in the Philippines. They enforce, for the most part, what they feel like enforcing. Law from Hawaii. Good morning. Ramel, good morning. There's my brother. Did you get your workout in, brother? Yeah, I think that we're going to be in GCQ till sometime in September. September, October is my guess. And then we will go to modified GCQ. So, yeah, it's going to be this way for a while. Good morning, Polly. our resident riding lawnmower restoration expert. Say hello to Polly Detmertz. Peter T. from Australia, good morning. Okay, so John, you know, that's the deal. You're supposed to have a 1-year visa. For some reason, they have taken away, it used to be all you had to have was an ACR card to get a license, as a foreigner, that is. Same with banking. Now they've changed the banking laws. A lot of banks will not give you a bank account until you're on a 13A visa, a permanent resident. So, Peter T., good morning. Paulie is a culinary expert. Well, I've often thought I was a culinary expert too. I'm not school trained, but love to cook. I guess I got to look at your channel a little bit closer, Paulie. I didn't see any cooking videos in there, but there must be some, right? Yeah, restoration videos are pretty cool, Ramel. It goes for almost anything being restored too, you know? Yeah. There's a show on Netflix called The Rust Brothers. Or no, it's not called Rust Brothers. It's called Rust to Riches or something. It's about some Canadians that restore cars. And it's just amazing the work that goes into it. Yeah. From dirt to gold. Yeah. Also, some of the old the name is escaping my mind right now. Some of the older scooters from Europe, they still sell them here today. Nomadic Mechanic. Well, there's a different name. Good morning. Sandblasting. Thank you. Vespa, yeah. Some of the old Vespa restorations are pretty damn impressive. Is Paulie saying that sandblasting is not the way to go? I don't know. Can't get it to highlight. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I too have seen sandblasting used, and to take things down to bare metal, right? That's typically the idea behind sandblasting. Got to make a mess though. Holy shit! Can you imagine? TYSY tube restorations. Well, there you go. TYSY tube. I'm into it. There's a guy that's pretty big on motorcycle restoration too. I put his channel up on my Philo in the Philippines. He's fun to watch. Very interesting, and just the work that goes into it. I mean, it's impressive. Ed Crandall, good morning. How are you, sir? Jim Grady, good morning. I'll check that out, Ramel. TYSY tube. Restoration Kings, yeah, I've seen that before. TYSY, where'd that go? TYSY, there it is. Yeah, he comes right up, so you know he's a big channel. Oh, 91 videos. Huh. The guy lives in France. Oh, he even does electric fans and stuff like that, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. Well, he gets 1.5 million views, so he's got his subscriber count hidden, but man, the guy's killing the views. His low view count's 385,000, so he's definitely a player in the game. There's no doubt about that. Ed Crandall, hello, sir. How are you? Good morning. That was a pretty funny. That Paradise PD is a show that I've watched a few times, and man, it's you talk about being on the edge. Oh my God. It's funny how cartoons, they can put cartoons on the air that are they just really skirt the edge, man, when it comes to everything. They have a new laser sandblasting gizmo saw that's used for rust removal. Whoa, what happened? Nomadic says that acid dipping would be a more gentle procedure. Acid. Sandblasting. It's gotta be a freaking mess. You can imagine trying to sweep all that sand up when it's all done. Yeah. Yeah, Paulie, we're going to be stuck in some type of quarantine here for quite some time. Mike Foodie, okay. Lucas, good morning, friend. How are you? Sandblasting sessions are very relaxing. Yeah, I'm gonna buy one of those electric trikes. They're called InWow, like like Walter has over at Pirate Cove. I've driven his, and it's really nice. And I think if I don't tell Melanie, but I think if I buy one, I think Melanie will leave the house a little bit more when she gets used to driving it. Yeah, e-scooters. Oh, I wish I had the bike I had in the 80s, the BMW R65. Oh, very nice. Hello to Ouzelfinch. Tatro Machine is a great channel for bike restorations. Tatro Machine. Gary T, hello. Gary T's in San Francisco. They were awesome, Gary. Watch Renan and Lucas. I know that you would know, dude. Lucas has a sense of humor that I don't get sometimes. I have to read, like when you post something on Facebook, I have to read it a couple times, and I go, oh, okay. Ren and Stimpy adult party cartoon. Spike. Ren and Stimpy adult party cartoon. Yeah, Ren and Stimpy, they definitely pushed it. Oh. They're playing a lot of the cartoon clips now from, I don't know, late 80s, early 90s. They're talking about a pandemic, and you guys have seen them, right, on Facebook? Ren and Stimpy. I wonder if that would show up on. There's no way YouTube would allow that, huh? Oh, they've got Ren and Stimpy. Let's see what they've got. A yard too far. Who comes up with this stuff, man?
Stampy, I'm wasting away from lack of food.
New Zealand declared COVID-free yesterday. Wow. Sandblast on a large tap gym just folded up the tarp to gather the sand and reuse them. Be happy. Boy, this thing is jumping. My internet must suck today. Fred Patterson, good morning. Paulie says, be happy you're in the Philippines right now. The news here in the States have gone so bad, even more so in the election time events. I cannot even watch the TV. I couldn't watch the TV in January of 2018 when I left the USA. I can only imagine how bad it is now. Jim Schultz, don't know. I just chatted with him yesterday morning. I saw him on the JLB live stream Sunday afternoon. Yeah, I think that's the press, Paulie, right? That, or just TV in general, yeah. How far can electric bikes go on a single charge? Well, I think they vary quite a bit, Mark, but I believe the average is about 40 kilometers. Yeah, Lucas, Eric De La Cruz, good morning. I did find some stuff on there, Lucas. I do remember a buddy of mine turning me on to them when I was back in California. Pretty funny. SF Bokaki, good morning. How are you, sir? Chat. Brendan Stimpy. Tim Clemens, good morning. How are you, sir? Very nice. Ramel. Ramel has a poll for if anyone's interested. I'm interested. I might even be able to, let's see. I upgraded my StreamYard so I can screen share with you guys now. Cow and Chicken is messed up as well. Cow and Chicken? Is that a cartoon? On the basis of speed, which would you choose? Kawasaki or Suzuki? Well, are we talking about scooters or motorcycles? If you're talking about motorcycles, I'm going to say that's a dead tie. Scooters, I'm going to go with Suzuki because the underbone, the Raider is the fastest underbone made. And Kawasaki doesn't really make any scooters. They might have one or two, but Kawasaki's not known for their scooters, right? Jack Kane picks Kawasaki. I saw that. Oozle Finch. Somebody posted that on Facebook. I saw that, what you're talking about. Whoa, where are we at? SF says it's been 30 days since they've had any new cases. Rommel is keeping track. Kawasaki is leading right now. Did anybody else pay attention to the poll? Good morning, Paul Ray. Don't know yet. Don't know yet, Paul, but welcome to the chat. Yeah. Most of them here, Mark Doyle, are just used to run errands. If we had one, it would be great. The only problem is if we had one of those, possibly the Raider would sit. So, Anthony Keller, good morning, sir. Changed from a scooter to a van. Sorry to be current events mindset. Oh, that's okay. Okay, so now I gotta look it up. Cow and chicken. American animated series. There you go. Ah, Cartoon Network UK. How about that? Lucas is going to have me watching cartoons here pretty soon. We have a poll going currently. If anybody else wants to play, on the basis of speed, which would you choose, Kawasaki or Suzuki? And I think we're talking about big bikes here. I just want my wife to come home. That is my reason. Michael Colasso. We just started, don't worry. We're only 22 minutes in. We haven't even really started. And Michael, it's going to depend on where you live in the Philippines. If you're living in the city, then you want a scooter. If you're living in the province, then maybe more a motorcycle. Suzuki does make the Hayabusa, yes. They say scooters are safer than a motorcycle. I don't know. Makoto Asibe, good morning. How are you? Anything on two wheels is not super safe. So now we're tied up. Oh, we have a 1-1-1. Oh, no, we have a... Oh, scooters, Kawasaki, Suzuki won. Motorcycles are dead even. Eric De La Cruz, your input? Eric, the invitation stands to join the panel if you want to try. James said, I've not had a motorcycle. He had a 74 Honda 360. Wow. Cow and chicken. You guys are going to have me watching cartoons, man. I can see myself now back there after the live stream watching Ren and Stimpy. I'd like to get that new Honda Forza 300. Looks good, but don't think it's in the PI yet. The Honda Forza 300. The Honda Forza 300. I don't know, it looks like an NMAX to me, you know. Kind of looks like an NMAX. Top Gear PH says the Honda Forza 300 makes its global debut. India is going to receive the first batch of units early in 2021. You know, I don't know. It's 300cc, so there's no real freeway advantage to it. It looks good, though. It's a Honda, so it's going to run forever. It debuted at the 2018 Bangkok Motor Show. There we go. That's what we're talking about, guys. Honda Forza 300. Don't know the price. It's not widely available yet, though. Ramel, I am the king of the caps, you know. Makoto is voting Honda. So Makoto is a Honda guy. I like them all, especially the big four. But you can't deny the thumbnail I put up, right? That was the BMW. Have a look at that. You can't deny the thumbnail that's up there, guys. Yeah. Okay, Fred Pedersen votes Kawasaki. Where are we at? Okay, Tim Clemens votes Kawasaki. H2. SF Bokaki votes Kawasaki. Kawasaki is taking off, getting a big lead in the poll. Shit. Anthony Keller says the last bike I had was a Honda 450 in Portland, Oregon. When it rained, I traded it for a Mazda. Well, Anthony, you got to ride in a little bit of rain, buddy. Jess Barrett, good morning. How are you? Yeah, anything with two wheels is unsafe. Or not necessarily unsafe, but raises your chance, right, of something going wrong. Paulie says he can't vote for any of those kind because they're probably Japanese motorcycles. He's a Harley-Davidson guy, I bet. And we're talking about speed here, Paulie, so Harley-Davidsons are cool, but they are not known for being fast motorcycles. If we have a different poll that's classic cruisers, then Harley-Davidson's going to win that one, hands down. Jess is voting for Harley-Davidson Fat Boy. Kawasaki versus Suzuki. Kawasaki never had either. Kawasaki versus Suzuki. Kawasaki, but never had either. Looks like an NMAX. Yeah. They're not going to go back to school, Eric. It's actually going to get worse because it's online schooling now. It's going to get worse, Eric, your internet. Mike Ross has a 400, something or another, Kawasaki. So where are we at? Kawasaki 3, Suzuki 1. Have you guys ever heard of the GSXR 1000, the Gixxer? The Gixxer is like one of the most renowned racing bikes in the world. Watching cartoons and drinking Red Horse. Sounds awesome. I copied Philly Bryan and bought the NMAX. NMAX is great, but you got to change out that rear suspension. It's horrible. Brian and Stewie, gotta agree with you there. That's funny. I watched that on Netflix. No, Lucas, the T-Max is like a 650, and it's like 10,000 USD. The T-Max is a big bike, 650cc. Actually, I think it's 12,000 USD for a T-Max. But they're cool. But, you know, if you're going to pay $12,000, why would you buy a scooter? Especially here in the Philippines. Poll stats, Kawasaki 4, Suzuki 1. Maybe I should go get my Suzuki cap, my Suzuki rally cap, see if we can make a comeback here. Put my Suzuki rally cap on. Yeah, you're probably right, Ramel. There's 43 people in here now. We won't get much more than 10 more people, so I don't think there's time for Suzuki to catch up in the poll. SF raced Kawasaki bikes back in the day. Jack Kane is once Harley Davidson, a Harley Davidson poll. Okay, next poll. H2 versus Suzuki Katana. Shit, that's like the same bike. If you put those side by side, they would look almost identical. Matt Hammer, good morning. How are you, sir? Gary T, not really. Not really. Also, although we watched Joseph, what was it, about 3 days ago? It was on the 6th. 3 or 4 days ago. Joseph went through three checkpoints, got turned around on the 4th. So you really kind of have to go out there and put it to the test, which I don't really need to do, but I think I can roam around quite a bit if I wanted to. Like I could probably ride over to McDonald's and get drive-through if I wanted, which we haven't done in a long time. But you're not allowed to have a back rider, so Makoto only had Yamahas and Hondas. Okay. Oh, Paulie. I gotcha. Oh man, I'm so far behind. Huckleberry, welcome to the chat. Well, the Suzuki Gixxer and the Kawasaki Ninja are two iconic bikes in several different sizes. Now they're down to 250, all the way up to 1,000. So the motorcycle options in the U.S. are just unbelievable. They really are. Yeah, it would be hard to pick one. If you had 10,000 cash, which takes you, if you had 10,000 cash, there's a lot of motorcycles available to you in that price, and you would have a very, very hard time picking one. Kawasaki 900, says Jess. I don't remember the name of either. I just know they look similar. Yeah, they're almost identical. There's a T-Max, an N-Max, and there's also there's one in between, an R-Max. The N-Max is 200 cc's, right? Am I right about that? Well, here. I've got the Yamaha website up here. Let's just see. Okay, so it's N-Max, X-Max, and T-Max. NMAX, XMAX, and TMAX. And there's the prices. So this is the one here that Philly Brian's got, $119,000. So that's going to be, you know, a little over 2,000 USD, right? 119,000. $2,380 USD. And then the X-Max here, I believe, is a 350. And the T-Max over here on the right, this is a 650. That's a big boy. The X-Max, I've seen a few of these. I don't understand the point of it, though. It's 350cc, so you may as well just get this one, the NMAX, because this one is not freeway legal. So this is Yamaha that we're looking at here. Tri-City, 146,000. Check that thing. That's pretty weird. Anyway, there's the Yamaha lineup for scooters. This Aerox is supposed to be really, really nice. Really nice one to have. Lots of room underneath the seat, lots of storage compartments. 102,000. Anyway. James, I've seen those. Yeah, I've got a couple of them queued up on my YouTube watch later. Matt Hammer had a Gixxer 600, yeah. That's actually one of the favorite bikes of here in the Philippines, the GSXR 600. Lucas would choose Honda over the other two. I like Honda as well. We're going to take a look at Honda. Bull Taco. Yeah, that wouldn't be the bike you'd want to have here. I don't think I've ever even seen one here. Yeah, definitely a scooter, Lucas. I would get a scooter. I might get a crotch rocket later on just so I can, you know, stare at it. Huckleberry has a Ninja 400. Huckleberry, welcome to the chat. Eric De La Cruz. Yeah, Yamaha. Now, that's something that you want to think about here, is getting something that's very common. Anything Yamaha, Kawasaki, Honda. I say Kawasaki because of the, where am I at? One Life Man, welcome to the chat. One Life Man. Kawasaki Barako is like the most popular Kawasaki in the Philippines. That's the one that's used for most of your trikes, the Kawasaki Barako. Ramel says, okay, U.S. motorcycle brands, durability, Big Bear choppers, Boss Hoss cycles. Oh my God, dude. Ramel, that might be a little One Life Man. One Life Man wants a dirt bike so he can go anywhere. And then he says, and do backflips. Don't forget going over the handlebars. That's also a very important part of dirt bike ownership, going over the handlebars. Done it many times myself. Oh, I should have hit the fourth one about 160. He would have been home free. Should have hit the fourth one. I missed something there, I said. Sounds like you're talking about golf. Nope. Late 70s had a Kawasaki 300, or no, Kawasaki 500 three-banger. Wow. Ada Myers, good morning. Are you having breakfast and it's very muscle up? How well is the family dealing with the current situations imposed upon them? Pretty good, actually. Oh, hi, Mama.
Hello, hello. Super hot lang.
Yeah, it's getting there, huh? It's going to be a hot day.
I'm sleepy na naman because of that. Tulog-tulog ko more.
You know, our kids don't really go outside much, so this hasn't had a huge impact on them. It's pretty much business as usual for our kids. They've been in lockdown for the last 2.5 years. Would you teach your kids to ride if they asked you? Of course, yeah. SF had a 1000 Ninja. It was wonderful. Vulcan 900 Custom for Jess. Yeah. The Mio Aerox, yeah. And in person, it's a really cool bike. They've got some paint schemes that are really... I signed up for the paid version so I can share screen now. Let's take a look at Honda. So here's the Honda scooters. The Beat Street, the Beat Fashion, and the Beat Premium. And this is the one I like, the Click 150. Very, very nice scooter. 98,900. So that's going to be...
I think that's the one that Mark.
This one's getting a lot of attention. The Genio. That's new to the Philippines there. Who has it, honey?
Mark.
Yeah, he does. So that's 1,978 USD. The Honda Click 150i. Let's see, there's a second page here. Let's see what's on page 2. Ah, the PCX. Yeah, this is a nice scooter too. I forgot about these. The ADV 150 and the Airblade 150.
That's it.
Anyway, that's Honda scooters, you guys. Take a look at them again. Again, this 150, even the 125 at 76.9. This is a really, really nice scooter. You know. Stop screen. Oh, sorry, I had Ramel's way underpowered. They had, I think I remember you telling me. Eric De La Cruz says Yamaha is #1. Jess said he paid $595K for a Kawasaki Vulcan. That's a lot of money. You could probably get that bike in the US for about $5,000. Polly, my comments are done. I appreciate your very sincere reply, Stennis. You are good. Thank you for that. Joseph, yeah. Ramel says, hello, Sister Melanie. Sister Melanie. Makoto says, hello, Melanie. SF Bokaki says, hello, Melanie. Eric De La Cruz.
Hello po sa inyong lahat.
Hello, Melanie.
Hello.
Jim Schultz. Hello, Melanie.
Hello.
John Marlin, thank you for stopping by, brother. See you maybe Friday. Oozle Finch says, if I get another bike, I think I like the Bergman. We're getting there. We're going to do Suzuki next. Oh, Maddie? You want to go outside, Mama? No. Oh, it is hot out here. Oh, she's right. It's hot out there. I know British biker. Haven't watched him in a while. JSE Yor, almost all of the scooters are going to be automatics. Okay, almost everyone. So, I mean, here you are. These are all. Oh, share screen again. These are all automatics. Everything on here, Mio, Sporty. All these bikes are automatic. Everything you see here. Not these, of course. All of your scooters are going to be automatic. Every now and then you run across one that is a semi-automatic, meaning that there's going to be not going to be a clutch, but there's going to be gears. But for the most part, yeah. I was really good friends with Bob Hanna's daughter. We were in the same grade in high school. She was a looker too, real pretty girl. Bob Hanna's daughter. Shit, where am I at? Another hot day coming up. You said it, brother. Oh. How many cc's do you need to do the freeways over there? 400, Oozle Finch. 400 is the minimum capacity cc for a NLEX, SLEX, all the toll roads, basically. Mike Foodie, there's not much difference. No. There wasn't much difference at all. I find the local pork to be really good and have a really good flavor to it. Probably because it's so fresh, okay? Yeah, the Honda Click is super, super popular here. Lots of people have them. Paulie, thank you. Feel free to comment on anything you'd like, sir. I don't hold back. I know. The Adventure of Malai, super hot talaga. Makoto says, yeah. The NC750X DCT. NC750X DCT. Aha. Well, here's the 2020 version. You guys want to see what Makoto's riding around on? There you go. How you like him now? Base price $8,099. That's probably in the USA though. That's for the 2020. It's the master of all domains, twisty roads, open highways, city centers, rural roadways. The Honda NC750X is the one bike that confidently conquers them all with ease and style. Powered by 745cc engine. Oh, I'm getting excited. On DCT ABS model only. Aha. 750X. NC750X. $88.99 with ABS or $8,099 without ABS. There you go, baby. That's Makoto's ride. How you like him now? Oh, did I share screen on that? I don't think I did. Mike Foodie, it means, you know how everybody goes, that meatloaf is really good, right? So Talaga kind of means right. Did I share screen on that or not? Did I show Makoto's bike or not? Did that work? Because when I came back to StreamYard, the screen was gone. James, that's a good question. Yeah. That's a Filipino water park, Ramel. The storage bin. Okay, thank you, James. When I came back to the StreamYard page, the screen was gone. Normally you have to... the Adventure of my life will be doing that. Yeah, that is a Filipino water park, baby. Yeah, that's a nice ride, Makoto. Thanks, you guys. It's more of an adventure commuter bike. Really good mileage. Also has a low center of gravity, so it's easy to ride. There you go. Okay, we've looked at Honda and Yamaha. So let's check out Suzuki. How's that? Shall we check out what's available from Suzuki? Okay, Suzuki scooters. We got the SkyDrive Sport, the SkyDrive 125 Fi, and the Suzuki Address. So the Fi 125 is, and I've rented one of these. These are really nice bikes. They've got some, oops, what happened there? Oh, okay. We can do that. Big bikes. There we go. The V-Strom. This is what you guys were talking about a little while ago. They only make the V-Strom now in the 1050. They used to have a 650 that I really liked. They don't have it anymore. Look at that Hayabusa, 924,000 pesos. Ouch. GSX-R 1000 ABS, 955. This Cafe Racer is pretty cool. 459,000. GSX-R 1000 ABS, 1169 pesos. Ouch, ouch, ouch. These are expensive motorcycles. Love this V-Strom. Man, that's a nice bike. No price on it, though. They make these Gixxers in small engines too, so that's kind of cool. GSXR 150. This is the 150 also, but it's an upright. 156,000 pesos, not bad. And this is mine here. That's the Raider I got, the Raider R150 Fi. Pretty cool. This is new, the Raider crossover. Kind of an interesting looking bike. Especially for the price at $63,900. That's a really good price for a motorcycle. Hayabusa is so expensive, Naman. $400,000 in the Philippines. Hayabusa is so expensive, Naman. Yeah. It's, I don't know if the VMAX, the Yamaha VMAX is still the fastest production motorcycle in existence, but they call the Hayabusa the fastest motorcycle. Fastest production motorcycle that you can buy. I don't know if that's still the case or not. It's a prop vehicle. You know. Yeah, that Hayabusa's, it's a beautiful thing. So what else is going on? We are still in a GCQ. Now, we're not really sure, you know, other than the fact that we can't do any, you're not supposed to have a back rider. We do know that. James and Gemma, either one of those are great motorcycles. I'm partial to the Click. I'm partial to the Click because I've rented one before and I know it's a really good bike. Lots of storage. Go a little bit bigger if you can, especially if the two of you are going to ride together. There's a Click 150. Go for the one that's a little bit bigger if you can. But either one is going to be Yamaha. The Yamaha Soul Mio, the Yamaha Mio is a great bike. I know a lot of people that have one. I know a lot of people that have the Click. So you're talking about the same thing. It's just two different makers. But I'm partial to the Click. Yeah, you want something super comfortable. You got to remember, guys, you're going to be sitting in traffic all the time here. Even in Bacolod, James, you're going to be you're going to find yourself in traffic. You know, if you go to the wrong Makoto, yeah, somebody in Joseph's realm has a Hayabusa. I don't know who it is. Now, if I remember correctly, Joseph had one in the U.S. So, yeah, JS. The thing is that Yamaha VMAX has been around since, I don't know. I think 85 or something was the first Yamaha VMAX. The Harley-Davidson Cosmic Starship. Huh? Ramil, what are you talking about? Oh, you're talking about... the most expensive, yeah. Wonder how much rice you can buy for that. Well, let's see. We can figure that out. 74,940,000 pesos. Okay. 74,940,750. A sack of rice is how much? Malai, how much is a sack of rice? SF Bokaka says the fastest bike in 2020 is the Ninja H2R. James and Gemma. Okay, if that's for Gemma, then just stick with the 125. I'm thinking 2 people, okay? If you're going 2 up on that bike, like Melanie and I do, you want the 150. The 150 FI. But if it's just for one person, 125 is more than enough power. The Dodge Tomahawk V10 Superbike. Wait. The VMAX is, yeah, that's a bike that scared people. I shared a couple of videos about that. They even made, there's even a VMAX for 2020. There's still, Yamaha's still making it. It's one of the longest running, and the bike is just scary. $145 horsepower. Still waiting on the price for a sack of rice. 74,940,750. We're going to figure out how many sacks of rice. Ramel, I've seen that V10 Superbike. Yeah, but those are for rich people. Let's see what horsepower. Yamaha VMAX. Yamaha VMAX horsepower. It says 173 horsepower at 9,000 RPMs. No, sorry, 197 horsepower. 197 horsepower claimed. 129.2 kilowatts, 173.3 horsepower. So, I mean, that's enough to make you pucker up when you twist the throttle. I mean, that's... A sack of good Thai rice in Canada is around 20 bucks. 800 pesos. Okay. We're just going to go with that then. Divided by 800. It's 93,675 sacks of rice, Ramel. Makoto, I was not riding a Harley. I was on a Suzuki, I was on a 1500cc Suzuki bagger. Suzuki Boulevard, C90. But yeah, it was a big change from 1500cc's to 150. It's just the way it is, man. You don't really have much of a choice. If I had that bike here, it would be useless to me. You know, I would love to have it, but it would be completely useless. May as well be riding around in a Victory Liner. The stock H2R crankshaft horsepower is 310 horsepower. Well, yeah, that's impressive. Yeah, so the VMAX has come a long way. Yeah. Big bikes are just not big bikes are just not the thing here. Sack of rice is around 2,500 pesos. Here we go. 93,000 sacks of rice would last a Filipino family. How long? Let me see. Ah. Oh, boy, my knee just reminded me that. Oh. My knee gives me that reminder every now and then. Okay, a sack of rice would last us 3 months. So, Philly Bryan rode Harleys back in the USA. I think he did. $93,000. Oh. $93 after rice. See, how do I do this? A sack of rice lasts 3 months. I'm having a brain fart. 1 sack of rice is 3 months. I've seen that Harley shop a couple of times. Going to SM Mega. Isn't it down the street from SM Mega, I think? I sold a nice hardtail chopper thinking I was moving to the Philippines this spring. Thanks again, China. I sold a nice hardtail chopper. 12 Filipinos leaving in the house, rice for each of 3 meals a day. There you go. Makoto says 23,250 years. Yeah, it's 4 per year, 4 sacks per year. So probably if you were to divide 93,000 by 4 would give you the answer. Why am I having a brain fart on that? I'm pretty good at math. I've got 23,250 months. Yeah. Well, I divided it by 4 per year. So it would be 23,250 years. Yeah, that's right. What if the family has 50 members? Robert M., good morning. 23 years of rice. That's not bad. What if... Just buy the rice farm and sell the rice. The rice would last long enough to pass it on to their grandkids. $93,000 times 3 divided by 12. Yeah, there's actually several ways you can do that. You can do it the way I did it and just divide the 93,000 by 4, which gives you the years. Or you can divide it by the stack of the number of months and then times 12. Yeah. No, what the problem is, it would go bad. Eric De La Cruz. You guys forgot we're 100 plus people. That's a lot of boodle fights. Yeah. Yeah, the rice would go bad. Somehow we've got some bugs in our rice, and now we've got to go through and get the damn bugs out of the rice before we can cook it. Somebody must have made rice and left the lid off of the struggle's real. The struggle can be real sometimes. Let me close some of these screens down. Let's see if there's anything else I wanted to show you guys. Well, here's the website that I got the here's the website I got the recipe for the hot sauce from. Which, by the way, I'm making that today. Today is the day. Let the peppers come out of their fermentation stage. Yeah, baby. Look at all those seeds down there. Oh, yeah, baby. That's going to be hot. Beautiful. I'm excited about making... Also, I bought a chain basketball net for the kids for our basketball hoop. So let's have a look at it, huh? See what it looks like. Robert M., I haven't planted the seeds yet. No. Oh, cool. It's stainless steel. A chain basketball net. The kids in the neighborhood will be so stoked when they see that. But they've got the barangay did put a new basketball net up for them, so I've got to wait until that one wears out. All right, wait, what are we talking about here? How do you get the bugs out? Mike Foodie, you it's not, now keep in mind, it's not a tremendous amount of bugs. It's just a few. So what Melanie's doing is she scoops a big bowl out. We've got like a big trash can filled with rice. A clean trash can, of course. She scoops a big bunch of it out with a bowl and just pulls the wet little few bugs that are in there out by hand. It's not a massive infestation. There might be like, in a giant soup bowl, there might be 10. So it's not really, really bad, but it's just one of those annoying things. Baygon, spray our rice with Baygon. Robert M., I'm going to vlog that. And it's going to be like real soon. Put a handful of red peppers into the rice. I wonder if it would work for regular bugs. We can try that, right? I've got plenty of peppers. We have no shortage of peppers here in this house, so maybe we'll try that. I'll tell Melanie, pick some peppers off of the, and throw them in there. Eric says we also stock chili peppers and vinegar. Now that is just a salt brine, Eric. Those have been fermenting for 2 weeks in the dark. That's going to be my second batch of Tabasco. Did you miss the whole Tabasco thing that I've got going on here? You do know I'm a Tabasco expert now, right, Eric? You do know that, right? Will WD-40 get the bugs out? Clyde says to soak the rice and the bugs float to the top. See there? That's why we got smart guys like Clyde in the live stream. Don't know what they are, Ramel. They're little black bugs. They're not termites. I'll see if I can go get one. Put it on cam. Jim Grady says, don't even bother. Yeah. It's probably something pretty common here, okay? We have not seen these bugs anywhere else. So, and we know that the bugs were not in the rice when we put the rice inside the storage container. So, Robert M., I don't know if they're weevils. It wasn't in any of the barangay donations. Okay, they're called weevils. Robert M. knows what the bugs are. They're called weevils. So this is the website. chilipeppermadness.com. He says you can buy these bottles on Amazon, real cheap, glass bottles. You can make your own labels. There's some cool stuff on here, different recipes, or just the recipe for the Tabasco. There's the ingredients right here, just like the ingredients that Makoto gave me to start with. There's also a non-fermented Tabasco, which I don't know why anybody would do that. It's much more fun to do the fermented, I think. There's your end product. Mine looks a lot like that. So, anyway. John Marlin has former Marines can eat anything. Yeah, well, it's not me. Start your own local hot sauce. Start your own hot sauce business. I don't know how well it would do, although there's some fairly decent hot sauces in the Filipino grocery. So somebody's buying it. Typically, though, the Filipinos don't like spicy. Walter's been around. I've seen him on. We are co-admins on a Facebook expat group. Yeah. The next step, those peppers that I showed you, Eric, the next step is to pour them in a pot and boil them with a cup of vinegar. Then after that, throw them into a food processor. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I've already made one batch. I've logged it, baby. Ron Mail's my first customer. I will help design the logo. Right on. It's just fun, it's just fun to do. I'm a big fan of hot sauce, and it's just fun to what's the group on Facebook? Just a second. I'll put it up for you guys. See, now I can share screen, so here it is. It's called the Filipinos and Expats Forum. This is ran by Walter and myself. We've got 6,131 members, and it's a good place, 6,000 members. That's a respectable Facebook group. Filipinos and Expats Forum on Facebook. Check it out. Join the page, you guys. Join the page and talk about Philippines with other people. Okay. Yeah, put sugar or honey in the hot sauce. Actually, Makoto, my secret ingredient for this batch, which I didn't do the first time, is going to be garlic cloves. When we get to the portion of the food processor portion, there's going to be about at least between 4 and 6 cloves of garlic going to go in there. This is going to be garlic hot pepper sauce. It's going to be awesome. You guys want to see that again? Sorry, did I take that down too fast? One more time. There you go. Filipinos and Expats Forum. Pretty cool. I mean, there's a bunch of them, but, Jess Barrett says that his wife likes spicy sauce, I'm guessing. Cloves and bay leaves act as natural repellents on the weevils. Place a few bay leaves in your dried food containers to ward off these pests. So we've got Maddie's going off out there about something. We've got chilies and also bay leaves, and bay leaves are common here. As you guys know, that's one of the main ingredients in chicken and pork adobo is bay leaves. Do you belong to a Marine Vet Facebook? I was on a Marine Corps Facebook forum for a little while, yeah. It got a little bit too crazy, so I left it for a little while. Or no, wait a minute. USMC veterans. Yeah, I'm in USMC veterans. But there was a second one that I left that I'm not in anymore. It just got to be a little bit too out of control. Lauren, thank you for coming. Nice to meet you, Lauren. Thank you for coming by. Where are we at? God, it's 10:30 already. Man. It's always amazing how quick the time goes by on these things. You can do a 2-hour live stream in 5 minutes, really. Or so it seems. Oh, you have your own Facebook expat group. It's actually not mine, Eric. It's just one that was taken over by Walter. And Walter asked me to come on board and give him a hand with it. It's been around for quite some time. It's been around since 2015, the group itself. But, and I think Tuk Tuk Cali has backed out of a lot of his. He said, he was telling me that it just got to be a little bit too much. Yeah, Robert, it's a small world, right? Social media has made the world very, very small. Oh. Good morning to John Baker. Oh, you're in front of the White House there in that picture. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Ramel. I'm on the north side of 2.5 years here now, coming up on 3 years. And I'm just like, wow. It just makes you realize, that you better start enjoying life because it ain't going to be around long. You better start enjoying. Drink more Red Horse. I'll send you, if you didn't get that, Eric, I'll send you a link later. Filipino and Expat Forum. It's a simple name, so it's pretty good. Walter had his hands full. There's crazies in any group, and a lot of people, you have to realize you don't want to jump too fast on a lot of the things that are said, because some people are drinking when they post something or when they make a comment, and alcohol and social media definitely do not mix. That's for sure. '78. Wow. John Marlin. Wow. 78, brother. I just hope to make it to 68. Actually, 58 I'd be happy with, I think. DJ Mansal. Good morning, Philo. Here in Arizona, trying to get back to Caloocan. Okay. Well, if you're married to a Filipina, you can come. If you're not, just stay home. Watch the riots on TV, I guess. What else is there to do in the U.S. right now? Oozle Finch, okay. I don't normally approve the request to joins, but somebody I'll get you. We've got 3 moderators that do all that. Me and Walter just get to do the fun stuff, like kick people out. Watching Brit in the Philippines and Steve Montelli. Do you mean Steve Montelli? Ah, SF, which one are you in? Is it the same name? Do not turn the TV on. John Marlin says, do not turn TV on. Yeah. DJ Mansell, you're not married yet. Okay. Yeah. Tourism is going to be closed down here for quite some time. Which bums me out because I would really like to go somewhere. I really wanted to go to Taipei, but we didn't get to go to Taipei. DJ or Gary T, yes, I would fly domestically right now if I could. There's people that are doing it. There's a couple of people that flew in the last few days from Cebu up to Manila, Davao to Manila. So they are allowing people to fly, but you have to have travel documents now. Ramel, thank you. More power and God bless you. Stay safe due to COVID-19. That's what you always say on the video. Stay safe due to COVID-19. Ramel. Yeah, he's also in, what's that other one? Because I'm in it too. Expat, foreigner, and Filipina. Our group, the group that's common to Walter and I, is Filipinos and expats. But the other one he's in is called Expat, Foreigner, and Filipinas Lounge, actually. Nope, I got a message here. See you later, Ramel. I saw the post about Manny Pacquiao running for president. Yeah, that makes sense. Why not? Went to Taipei with my girlfriend. Her mom lives there. It's beautiful, clean. They don't speak much English. A lot of scooters, yes. We were going there for my annual Balikbayan visa run, but guess what? Now I'm an overstayer. My visa expired May 13th, so I am an overstayer. Yeah, baby. How do you like me now? All I'm missing is a cold red horse in my hand. James and Gemma, no more quarantine. You just have to have a travel document, health certificate. What they're doing is they're giving out travel health certificates here that are, now don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure they're good for 72 hours. So if you get that and fly within 72 hours or 48 hours, something like that, you don't have to do a quarantine. I'm using my third eye to watch all these. Ah, somebody got approved already. Gary T, yes, the kids are allowed to play basketball about 1 hour per day in the evening. We've got somebody here in the neighborhood that keeps the lock and key in his possession. And he goes out about 4 p.m. every day and unlocks it so the kids can play. They get 1 hour per day. So, yeah, it's good. Everybody's so happy now because, I mean, we went 10 weeks, right? About 10 weeks, yeah, with no basketball. Ordered synagogue. Makoto says, I think admin is stealth watching your live stream. SF says, I'm a little worried about moving to Philippines, being that I told. Don't worry about that, SF. That'll go away. Under modified GCQ, yeah. Yeah. I don't really care what kind of MGCQ, ECQ, MECQ, GCQ. I don't care. As long as we can buy Red Horse. Yeah, don't worry about the over 60 thing. That's going to go away. No alcohol ban is in place. It's been lifted just about everywhere. The COVID rules are, yeah, they're random and bizarre and very selectively enforced here in the Philippines. So you still can't drink outside your house. Yeah, that's right. They don't want the typical Pinoy roundabout table with 8 guys passing the one cup, the one glass with the Tanduay or the Emperador MP, right, Eric? That's what you're talking about, right, Eric? They don't want the social drinking to come back. But you can do that in your backyard. You can set that table up and get your buddies around it. So it's the same thing. Plus, if you live somewhere where it's not really that visible, although you do have to worry about your neighbors here. Your neighbors might rat you out, right? If you're having too much fun. Crab mentality, right, Eric? That exists here, right? Gotta be careful your neighbors not get mad. Because Philo's over there having too much fun. He shouldn't be having fun. I think Tondo Tim ran out of San Miguel. No, he didn't run out. He had Red Horse for a while. Did you see that? He couldn't get San Miguel, but he ended up getting 2 cases. No, it was more than that. He told me he got 4 cases of Red Horse. But that was like a month ago. So can you visit if your wife is Filipina? So yes, you should be able to visit. If your wife was born and raised in the Philippines, how could she not be a dual? She would be a Filipino citizen already. But can you visit if your wife is Filipina, but U.S. citizen, not dual yet? Robert M., you got me. Are you saying that your wife is Filipina, but she was born in the USA? If that's the case, then maybe not. Good question, Gary T. Good question. I think that Tito Road and I could go, yeah. But I don't think that he wants to, to risk that. I think he would rather stay home just to be safe. But yeah, I'm fairly confident that I could jump on my bike and ride over to his house. Yeah, I think he's just talking about coming, period, Eric. He's trying to find a way to get over here. Yeah, there's many vloggers there from Dumageddon who have already made it to immigration. Apparently, they've lifted the GCQ there. I don't know. Or the rules are different. Here, the 30 days won't start until the GCQ is lifted. So maybe they lifted the GCQ down there. I don't really know anything about it. But I have seen where Ned has gone. I don't know who Rod Tarleton is. Somebody else. Somebody else was in the JLB live stream and said that they had gone to immigration in Dumageddon. What was that? Anthony Keller says that my family's family, including my next door neighbors, sitting around all the time and drink canned wine. Then they all get on their cycles and ride off into the night. If she becomes U.S. citizen, doesn't she need dual to get that ballot line visa? If she becomes a U.S. citizen. Well, if she becomes a U.S. citizen, that means she's a Filipino citizen to begin with, right? She's not the one that's going to get the Balakbayan visa. It's you. If she's Filipino, she doesn't need a visa, right? Robert, only you do. If she's carrying a Philippines passport, she doesn't need a visa. Only you do, because you're the American. Oh, okay. Dumagetti's still in GCQ, but for some reason they started the 30 days there. But they might have different rules. Oh. The memo that came out from the government said the 30 days starts the day after they lift GCQ. So it might just be a case where the immigration in Dumageddon opened up early to try and get ahead and take care of the people ahead of the, I don't know. I don't know anything about Dumageddon, the island of Negros, unfortunately. I only know what I see from Ned, really, or who else is over there. I don't follow Geo. I follow old Paul sometimes. He might post something on Facebook. So I don't really know. Gary T, ABS-CBN was their franchise got extended till October sometime, the end of October, I think. Kinzo C, good morning. How are you, sir? James and Jimma says go to the Phila embassy and apply for dual after U.S. citizenship. Okay. I don't know. I have no desire to be a Filipino citizen, so. DJ says, I have a 2015 Honda Wave. Nice. Yes, it's back on. Actually, they were never really off, but for a couple of days maybe, because they just moved everything over to YouTube. But yeah, they did get their franchise renewed. We have water. We do. Oh. Anthony Keller says that he went to Dumageddon last Thursday and got a visa extension. Well, there you go. So they've just decided to open early, apparently. Because we do know that the Bureau of Immigration there in Intramuros, when Tropical Tim went over there, they told him, no, come back after GCQ is lifted. Because they were only handling people that had airplane tickets at that time. If you had a ticket to leave, they would deal with you. But if you did not have a ticket to leave, no. Gary T, the health is good. Every now and then the knee gives me a problem. But for the most part, the knee is, you know, pretty good. 80%. 80% or better. Things are good here. Yeah, also DJ, that Honda Wave is a pretty popular bike here. You see a lot of those. Yeah. So Dumageddon City has 16 new cases. Wow. Yeah, probably, Clyde. Mike Foodie every morning, yeah, turmeric tea every morning. In fact, I'm about to run out. I had a giant, like a big Lowry's plastic bottle of turmeric, and I've gone through the whole thing almost. I was doing 2 a day. Now I'm down to 1 a day. Gary T, I'm still making the hot sauce, yeah. I've got the next batch right here ready to go. This is batch number 2. Look at that hot. Look at all those seeds, baby. Is that going to be awesome or what? Oh, yeah. Man. It almost smells like olive juice now, you know, after 2 weeks. That's 2 weeks of a salt brine. It almost smells like olive juice. Do you vent your peppers after? You should. Do I vent them? Every 48 hours, yeah. They sit for 2 weeks in fermentation. About every 48 hours, you crack the lid to let whatever gas is built up. And actually, because the temperature's too high here, there's not a lot of gas that builds up in the bottle. So, Melvin Brown, I know nothing at all about Rusi. I'm sorry. I don't know anything about them. I'm sure it's a fine motorbike or a fine scooter. The quality is not really, I'll say this about Rusi. The quality is not really there compared to like a Suzuki or a Honda, but they do make a fairly good scooter for the price, for what you pay. They do make a fairly good scooter. You see a lot of Rusis on the road here. So I would say if that's what you like, go for it. You'll like it. $5 says you can't eat a mouthful right now. Don't start, Mike Foodie. DJ says to stay away from the Rusi. They're not built like the Japanese bikes. Yeah, the quality is not quite there, but some people can't afford the Japanese bikes. So the Japanese bikes can be expensive. And the Rusi is a decent alternative, but you got to take care of it. I'm telling you what, Melvin. Listen to me, Melvin. Buy yourself a bike cover and cover that bike every day when you get home. Cover it up. Don't let the sun get to it. Don't let the rain get to it. It'll be fine. Okay? You got to really, really take care of that bike. I've kept my Raider, my Raider covered since the day I bought it. It looks brand new, you guys. The bike literally looks brand new. The sunlight never hits it. The rain never hits it. It looks like a brand new. You know, when I clean that bike up, mine looks brand new. And it's been over 2 years now that I've had it. I've still only got, what? 5.2, about 6,500 kilometers. So that's not much. I'm going to go for a ride shortly after this live stream because we need coffee in the house. So I got to go buy coffee. You guys are never going to let me live that down. Clyde Seaside's going to say something too, I know. Gary T, I'll never get rid of the Raider. I'll probably keep it in the family. Although Melanie doesn't want, I thought that I would pass it down. But Melanie doesn't want our son to have it because it's too fast. Yeah. You got to have a decent bike cover and don't go cheap on that. Spend, 10 USD. Spend 500 pesos on a good bike cover. The one I've got has lasted 2 years and it's still in great, great shape. And like I said, my bike still looks brand new. Even though it's not, it's not like being in a garage. It's not garage kept, but it's still very, very nice. Yeah. I'm in a couple of Raider Facebook groups, and man, the stuff that you see. And they have a Raider convention here annually that's fairly impressive, where you see some pretty impressive custom Raiders. James and Jim, I know I got mine over at 10th Avenue here in Caloocan, which is like motorcycle heaven. But Lazada probably has them. Yeah, I would look on Lazada. Melanie bought me mine. She bought me 2 of them. In fact, I've got. I don't know what I did with it. I'll never find it. She bought me 2 of them. And I'm still haven't got the first one still hasn't worn out yet. That's with direct sunlight hitting it, rain hitting it. The thing is it's bulletproof. And it's got like a little zipper cover so I can fold the whole thing up into a small, tiny square. And I can take it with me on the road. Okay? So get something like that. Something that collapses down, has a zipper. It actually folds down into, I wish I could remember where it's at now. So I could show you. Next time. Yeah, it's just a matter of giving the bike a little more love than what you would have to, The Japanese bikes need love too, or at least I believe they do. 11-year-old car only has a 38K on it. My God. Yeah, Clyde, that's a great comment. I mean, right now is a good time. Right now, the next 6 months are going to be a great time to buy condos, buy cars. Everything has gone down in price here. Everything. There are so many different condominium type deals right now that are coming through on my Facebook feed like I've never seen before because there's nobody coming to buy them. Yeah, there's a big bike show in Angeles once a year. That normally happens, when is that? Well, it would have just happened like the end of March. So, you know, who knows? Also, the Raider convention happens in January. So we'll see if that happens. I've logged all that, by the way. It's in, check out if you guys, I'm not doing a lot of new content lately because there's not a lot of new content to do, but I do have a lot of interesting videos from the past couple of years being here. I do have the Raider convention on there, and I do have the original motorcycle show that Philly Bryan and I went to. Everything except good steaks. Huh? I got some good steaks. You didn't see my vlog? All right, you guys. 30 people left. Yeah, Makoto. This is it's a buyer's market right now for almost everything. Clyde Seaside was mentioning cars, Kia cars. Well, look how many dealerships, just like a Toyota dealership or a Honda dealership, they've been closed. They've been closed all this time. Eric De La Cruz, yeah, I hear you, brother. Nobody wants to do it, but it's almost impossible not to do, right, Eric? I mean, but yeah. Mike Foodie, the steaks were really good. Steaks were really good. SF Bokaki, the price was in there. It was $3,700 for everything I bought there. If you watched the video, the price was in there. Yes, Clyde Seaside, I saw that. There's still quite a bit of speculation going on yet, but they're talking about it, so maybe it's going to happen. Yeah, Gary T, that's only the start of it. I've dug out rocks and de-weeded 2 big beds and already planted flower seeds and fertilized, and you just wait, man. In 3 months, we're going to have that whole right side of the yard is going to be those flowers that I posted. No, I'm close to Pure Gold Almar. Paso de Blas is actually north of me, I think. Yeah. Pure Gold Paso de Blas is... Mark Doyle, do you mean frozen pizza or do you mean like Pizza Hut? Pizza Hut's good. They've got a place called Yellow Cab Pizza that's pretty good. I think Shakey's Pizza is pretty good. People hack Shakey's. I like it. It's okay for me. I'm not real picky, though. SF says the price of beef has gone through the roof. The pizza's pretty good, Mark. It's not New York-style pizza, but, to me, it's okay. We have had bad pizza. We've had pizza delivered that was like the worst I've ever had in my life. And then the next time they delivered it was the best I'd ever had. So it's like that here. Very hit and miss. You never have any idea what you're going to get here. Yeah. Eric De La Cruz, yeah, that's the big one, right? It used to be an actual shopping mall, but then Pure Gold took it over. And then right across the street is that giant transportation center that's called, I've always wanted to vlog there. It's one of the busiest transportation centers that you'll see anywhere. It's called, you know what I'm talking about. But that Pure Gold is like a 4-story. It used to be a shopping mall, right? Yeah, no pineapple on the pizza. $7 for a pound of ground beef. Wow. Yes. If the Navy comes back to Subic Bay, you know. And really, it's kind of odd because the story talks about two things. The story talks about building military ships there. And that's really the basis of the story. But then there's like a side note about the Navy returning as well. So half of Subic is supposed to be used by the U.S. Navy from what I read. Yeah. Mark Doyle says, don't eat frozen pizza. Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, Eric, it's right beside the NLEX. That's exactly what I'm talking about, brother. I've been down there many times. Tito Road and I actually would ride our bicycles there. Many times. Subic is supposed to employ 60,000 Pinoy. You can get scooters over 500cc if that's your thing, yeah. Yamaha makes a 650 scooter. Jess Barrett says it all depends on who prepares your food. It all depends on who prepares your food. Did I miss something? I probably missed something. James, yeah, the article I read was more about ship maintenance, but of course there's a picture of an aircraft carrier that says the U.S. Navy's returning. So, I mean, you know, even if you read that article clearly, and I think you probably did, James, because it came through the Expat forum that we're members of, it's still there's still quite a lot of speculation going on. There's nothing that's, it's definitely not a done deal. I'm not even close to being a done deal. The embassy issued a statement, says Big Mikey. Welcome, Big Mikey. Mark Doyle, I've never tried a New York style pizza. Yeah, it's considered the best pizza there is. I don't know. Yeah, $7 for a pound of ground beef. I was paying $1.50, I think, a pound in the U.S. Yeah. I like Pizza Hut, and I've also had bad Pizza Hut. So, you know, I love the only place that I've ever had consistent pizza is Yellow Cab. Yellow Cab has always been really good. The others, you know, it's always hit and miss. You just never have any idea. It's a 6-month agreement that comes renewable every 6 months. Well, that's not very much. That's not much of an agreement if it's only 6 months. Mark Doyle likes Chicago-style pizza, which would be thick crust. Danny Gordon says if you like pizza, there's an insert you can get for a kettle grill. Turned into a pizza oven. Jack King says 70-30 is $6 a pound. Wow. James Lonergan agrees with Yellow Cab. He's a good Yellow Cab pizza. But, you know, you got to keep in mind, guys, you might love a place for pizza, and then you're going to go in there, and you're going to be let down. It's just the way it is. You just never have any idea what's going to happen. Melvin, thank you so much, brother, for the super chat. Melvin Brown. Thank you, Melvin, for the super chat. You are the man. That'll pay for my Red Horse this weekend. Clyde says that Yellow Cab and Sbarro are consistent pizza. Now, I've never had Sbarro. Lean ground beef is around $5 Canadian, less than $4 US. Yellow Cab pizza is good, but stay away from the jeepney pizza. I don't know what the jeepney pizza is. Let's see if I can Google that. I'm paying this extra money. I may as well share it with you guys. Jeepney pizza. Ah, no, it doesn't come out. Let's see if that images. The Jeepney Pizza Yellow Cab. Not coming up. Huh. Okay, don't get the Jeepney Pizza, you guys. Oozle Finch, thank you, brother. Mark Doyle, blame Canada. Canada needs to say sorry about that. Sorry. Mike Foodie, yeah, baby. Very good statement. Yeah. The local Walmart was almost out of beef. Well, a ton of pizzas came up. I just didn't find any jeepney pizza. So it hit on the right idea, but it didn't. But yeah, you're right. That could be for Google. That could be just a nightmare. Okay, you guys, we're over 2 hours. I'm going to call the live stream here, and I got to go shopping for the family. We don't have Johnny B here now, so I'm the Huckleberry. Johnny B went back to stay with his mom for I don't know how long, but he's been gone here since Friday. So just the family here now. Thanks for joining the live stream, you guys. Thank you to my 2 super chatters. Thank you, Melvin Brown. Thank you, Oozle Finch. We appreciate that here. We appreciate it so much. And we'll see you guys on Friday. You know, you'll always know because I'll do a post ahead of time if I'm not going to do it. If I'm going to do it, I've got to post up by 4 a.m. on the day of. Thank you, Big Mikey. you're new to the channel, nice to see you here. Clyde Seaside, Robert Dyer, SF, Anthony Keller, DJ, Robert Dyer, Danny Gordon, Anthony Keller, James Lonergan, SF Bukaki, Danny Gordon, Mike Foodie, Eric De La Cruz. Thank you. See you guys on Friday.